Hello everyone and welcome to episode 56 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. As this modern day UFC save, we are here for this fight night. As far as Iaquinta versus Maribek, Taisumov is our main event. We're going to be in Poland, so that's going to be exciting as far as first time in Poland here in this save. And we have a pretty stacked card of some of the top kind of Polish talent we have on the card, as our besides our main event with Maribek Taisumov and Iaquinta battling it out. We're also going to have Krzysztof Jotko taking on Kevin Holland. We're going to have, as far as with that being said, though, as far as going into that card, we do have a couple of pieces of mail to talk about. So the first one, probably the biggest piece of news, is Tyron Woodley has retired. That's shocking, to be honest. I thought we could get one more fight out of him, especially being 38 and him coming off a split decision loss. It's like, well, I guess he felt like he was never going to be able to beat Kamaru Usman. It's just kind of wild to think that, he finished Leon Edwards. He's knocked out Rafael dos Anjos and had a chance for another title match with Kamaru Usman. Couldn't get the job done, but it being a split draw, it's like we could have had a trilogy. But instead, he is hanging it up. So down goes Woodley. As it's wild. But this is big. That is a big changing of the guard moment for the welterweight division. That is for sure. As far as Almeida got injured going into the fight night that's happening in Brazil between Kevin Gastelum and Antonio Carlos Jr. as far as our main event, but Augusto Sakai now will be taking on Sergey Spivak as far as he wanted the fight, so we're going to give it to him. And then Courtney Casey had some weight cutting complications going into the pay-per-view with at UFC 261, which is very, very tough because Randa Marcos, it's not enough time for her to get another opponent, and the Ontario native now misses out on a chance. Oh no, she is going to fight Alexa Grasso. Never mind, I thought it was going to have to be rescheduled, but no, we're good to go. So that is so now she, instead of Courtney Casey taking on Randa Marcos, it's going to be Alexa Grasso. I thought we had to change that fight, but was it the Almeida? No, it couldn't have been the or the Augusto. Yeah, no, that's still set. Oh, that was weird. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, that's those are the pieces of mail. It has been a while since we went through the rankings, so we'll go ahead and do that too. As of course, the new heavyweight champion John Jones. You got Derek Lewis as far as the number one contender right now, but he's going to be taking on Francis Ngannou come the UFC 262 card. Get the rematch there, which Francis is ranked 12th, which is crazy, but we'll see how that plays out. I would say the winner of that fight is going to take on John Jones. Dos Santos is taking on, I'm not sure who exactly. I don't know if we're going to give him, I don't know if a trilogy with Stipe, since we got nothing to do with Stipe right now. That would probably make a lot of sense. So that's probably the fight we'll do. But yeah, that as far as that's maybe Juan Adams. I mean, Juan Adams is he's already he's knocked out Anthony Johnson. He's knocked out Tai Tuivasa. Maybe Junior Dos Santos is the play. But yeah, there is that. Yeah, Rosenstrike, he's taking on Cyril Gane at 261. So that's gonna be a fun fight. Curtis Blades is kind of in a unique spot because I don't want him and Justin Wilson already fought. That was at 2019, and he's already fought Derek Lewis twice now, right? Oh no, he's fought Francis twice. That's what it was. But he hasn't fought Derek Lewis twice. But he just got finished last year by him, so he beat Junior Dos Santos. So it's kind of weird that he's ranked lower than him when he's beaten him recently. But Dos Santos is on a tear, obviously, as far as 3-fight winning streak and beating Johnny Walker and Ryan Spann, which it's weird, him getting wins over light heavyweights, but he's also beating Derek Lewis too. So it's like that heavyweight division's in a weird spot with kind of how things are played out. But for Francis, if he could knock out Derek Lewis, this would be a great chance for him. To get his win back. Sure, he has the no contest because of the drug test failure with the Rosenstrike, but we saw he fucking destroyed him. So it's a thing where it's not going to be held against him if he wins, but if he loses, we might do that rematch, and hopefully this time he doesn't get popped for PEDs, and maybe even a Stipe fight potentially. But it's just with John, we want to strike while the iron is hot with him as far as getting a title defense for him. Hopefully, we can get him a title defense by the time fall/winter comes around. So we'll see how that plays out, though. Juan Adams might get a title fight, the way he's fighting, sooner rather than later, especially if he knocks out somebody in the top 4. I don't know if we'll give him Curtis Blades after the fight that he has set. Who knows? Maybe that is who we'll give him, because he needs an opponent. Because Dos Santos, I believe he will be cleared. Yeah, he's going to be healthy in 7 days. Stipe's got a couple of months to recover. He got, of course, fucking obliterated. Yeah, he's got about 5 months of recovery time, so he's probably going to be out for a good bit of the year. That's probably what we'll end up doing, Junior Dos Santos and Curtis Blades. Which, I mean, that did just happen. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought, oh, yeah, it did. It does. Like, we had that fight happen in January. Of course, that was a fight that was already made. The UFC already, they did that, and that's why we ran it. Blades won with a rear naked choke in the 4th round. If I remember correctly, yeah, Blades was doing really good. Takedowns wise, yeah. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out, because I really don't want to do that fight again. The heavyweight division's just in a weird spot right now. I think Juan Adams and Dos Santos is the play. I think that's it. Yeah, it's the heavyweight division. Light heavyweight division now. Really, it's just figuring out who's going to take on Anthony Smith for the light heavyweight title. Obviously with Spann and Walker, they both have lost to heavyweights recently. He's taking on Jan Blachowicz, Johnny Walker, so that's going to be exciting. Jacare Souza, he has his final fight set. It's going to be Shogun. That's going to be in Brazil. Dominic Reyes, I believe, after just beating Luke Rockhold, he's beating Corey Anderson too. It's tough because he lost to John, but he lost to Johnny Walker too. Got knocked out by him. We might do him and Yuri Prochazka since that happened in real life. That'd be a fun fight to do. And Ryan Bader, weirdly, is here because he did lose the Luke Rockhold, but he obviously just gets Gamora win over Claire Roundtree, so it's just weird that he's ranked 2nd. Probably because he's got 30 wins. It's so weird that that works out. Because it should be based off of, kind of what have you done for me lately type of thing, and not off of that. But, I mean, Luke Rockhold, he's ranked 12th. He just recently beat him, so it's just weird how that has worked out. But, yeah, Ryan Spann and Luke Rockhold having the same record. They might fight against each other. As Kutabala is 21st. We have a new person in the rank, 25, Nasruddin, as far as 25th now. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, Jacare is going to be retiring, so there's going to be somebody else joining before the end of the year. The middleweight division, as far as Adesanya, is he's scheduled to hopefully fight in Australia. As far as who's he going to face is a good question. Because obviously Jack Hermanson, he lost to Cannonier before the save. He's got a couple of wins, but they're not against really top-ranked guys. So, I mean, the Ian Heinzich is definitely his toughest win, but like Whitaker, he's fighting Paulo Costa. Of course, both those guys have just recently fought Adesanya. Gastelum and Antonio Carlos Jr., of course, is the main event coming up to the Fight Night card that's happening in Brazil. If the winner of that fight might take on either Hermanson or might take on the winner of Whitaker and Costa, and that will be who takes on Adesanya next. But, I mean, so far, Adesanya, of course, 10-0. He's beaten just about everybody. Hasn't gotten to a scorecard in the save yet. Had 3 fights in the year 2020. And all finishes as well. This is pretty telling, though. Pretty telling. He's going to be a tough fucker to beat. It's, if he gets funny enough, probably 2 more title defenses, he'll probably fight for the light heavyweight title in a super fight there. As the welterweight title, of course, Kamaru Usman, Colby Covington is in a unique spot. He just beat Gilbert Burns, and he's beaten Santiago Ponzinibbio in the past, but he lost to Usman. I would like for him to take on the winner of Lawler and McDonald, which I cannot wait to see that. Michael Venom Page, of course, 3-0. We just beat Leon Edwards. Him and Edwards, as far as that was a fun fight. Him and Usman, if they have a fight, that's going to be very telling because that's obviously wrestler versus striker, and I'm assuming Usman would kind of ragdoll his way to victory, but we'll see. Eddie Alvarez, he's fighting Stephen Thompson, I believe, or is he fighting Nate Diaz? Yeah, he is fighting Stephen Thompson. That's going to be a fun fight. I think Nate Diaz is taking on Dos Anjos. No, Jorge Masvidal. My God, I'm all over the place. But yeah, Masvidal, of course, in real life now they're about to fight, so I feel like that's a fun fight to do here in the save. Is it? Yeah, it's Vince Luque against Rafael Dos Anjos. D-Rod's almost in the top 10. It's kind of wild. As far as Neil Magny, 11th, of course, the gatekeeper of this division, but as of late, he hadn't had a good run of it, but he just knocked out James Krause, so at least he's got that going for him. Bilal Muhammad, 23rd. Leon Edwards, 17th. It's kind of funny, obviously, now how much the title scene in the welterweight division has changed in real life, with Leon Edwards shockingly beating Kamaru Usman. It is just a whole different division. We kind of look at some of these guys. Obviously Lawler's retired. Rory McDonald's not aboard the UFC. Same thing for Eddie Alvarez. Stephen Thompson is pretty much on his last fights. Obviously Nate's gone. Wild how that top 10 is pretty much non-existent in real life UFC here in 2024. And the lightweight division, of course, Conor McGregor and Kevin Lee. And we got some tricks up our sleeve after that fight. But Poirier being ranked that high is kind of crazy. Because obviously he just lost Kevin Lee, but he's beaten Paul Felder, he's beaten Francisco Trinaldo. 32, he's still got prime of his career, but it's the clock's ticking a little bit. I think we're going to do him and Ferguson. I really would like to see that fight. That's definitely going to be a fight we're going to see. Barbosa, I believe, is taking on Paul Felder. Yep, that's happening on the ABC card. Of course, we're seeing tonight Iaquinta and Marbek battling it out. As far as Khabib, he's fighting Gregor Gillespie, which is going to be a fun fight for as far as the grappling perspective. And he's on a fight night. That's going to be his first non-pay-per-view fight since Daryl Orchard, as far as it's kind of great. Actually, that definitely is the last one. Last non-main event, too, as far as our pay-per-view since 2018. As far as obviously him losing, he's in a tough spot. We probably could have had him on another pay-per-view, but I felt like main eventing a show in Russia is a pretty big get. And I think he'd be willing to do it, too, even though he misses out on pay-per-view opponents and whatnot. But Max Holloway, of course, featherweight champion right now, and he'll probably be taking on Tapoeira. As far as the winner of the Volkanovski-Holloway trilogy fight, which is happening just around the corner. As far as, it just happened, rather. As far as, it's May. As far as I was about to say, it's around the corner. But the second fight just happened recently, but the trilogy fight now, set. Winner of that fight's probably taking on Tabuera. Mosiento, though, he's just beat Zabit. He's beaten Shane Burgos. He's in a unique spot right now where if he can win. I don't know if we're going to give him Michael Johnson or Ortega. Michael Johnson, funny enough, he's on a 3-fight winning streak and he's beaten some tough opponents. He's had great fights too along the way. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy what he's going through right now. I think we're probably going to do him and Zabit, then Ortega and Mosieno, and all those taking on Calvin Kattar, I believe. Oh, no, Kattar's taking on Arnold Allen. Aldo, is he taking on Frankie Edgar? Oh, no, Darren Elkins. Oh, boy. Let's see how that fight plays out. But yeah, Elkins ranked 12th. Frankie Edgar, is he taking on Aguilar? Yusuf, oh, that's right. He's taking on Yusuf, who's not ranked yet. So, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, obviously the featherweight division very, very stacked with talent. 1 through 15, really. Actually, I would probably say 1 through 20. Realistically, any one of those guys could be a featherweight champion in this save, and I believe it. Very, very stacked division there. Bantamweight, though, as Ronnie Lawrence has jumped up to 21st. Of course, Sudo, the bantamweight champion. But it was going to be him and Garbrandt, but Garbrandt has taken his, as far as his hiatus. So who knows when he'll be back. As far as he's taking on Yaya, as far as for that. Faber, of course, just beat Dillashaw, so the 41-year-old California kid might be fighting for a bantamweight title. With how things are going, because Sandhagen, he's taking on Jamie Rivera, which is a tough fight. We'll probably have him take on either Brett Jones or Ray Borg next. Because Ray Borg, he is 8-4, he just beat Dominic Cruz, he's beaten John Dodson. We'd like for him to take on somebody in the top 5, potentially. So that, as far as from that perspective, and Brett Jones has been doing really well. O'Malley, 9th, of course. He's slowly getting there. He just beat Cheeto. He's probably going to take on somebody in the top 10. Relatively speaking, as far as... Might even give him Aljo. That'd be kind of a fun fight. Or even TJ Dillashaw. Maybe even Ricky Simon. I know they're outside the top 10, but they're definitely top guys. Or even Dominic Cruz be kind of fun. Take on somebody from kind of yesteryear. Cheeto is ranked still. That's kind of wild. Rafael Scuño as well. Peter Yan. Almeida, as far as almost in the top 15. Bantamweight's another stacked division. In the flyweight title scene, just been all over the place. Alex Perez is the new champ. As far as with Perez, he, of course, Figgy and Pantoja's fighting. The winner of that fight will probably be taking on Perez. As far as Magmad, he just beat Askarov, which is a huge win. But he'll probably have to beat somebody else. I don't know if it's going to be Roy Val. I don't know if it's going to be Malcolm Gordon. But he'll probably need to beat somebody else. Azamat Kurvov as well is somebody that to watch out for. Of course, Jazier de Silva coming off of a drug test failure. He'll be ready in about 2 months. So, as far as his return fight is probably imminent. Sure we'll have him take on Roy Val potentially there. Because I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Once he's back and healthy, Roy Val and Jazier de Silva, that's just a fight that makes a lot of sense. Benavidez is outside the top 10. Some interesting guys in that top 10 now. This flyweight division that's all over the place. Of course, Kai Kara France, another guy that had a drug test failure, which he had just lost to Brandon Moreno too. But him beating, as far as Rogerio Montorian was huge. To have that drug test failure happen, brutal. Of course, that'll be another couple of months since that was in August 2020. But as far as that flyweight division, it's a bit wide open. There's been so many different title changes already in the safe with that belt, so really anything can happen. Amanda Nunes, of course, the women's featherweight champion. Not a deep division at all, as we all know, but we do have some new members coming in, though, as far as Guerra will be coming in. She's taking on Macy. As far as that's going to be a tough fight for her, though. We'll see how she does. As far as the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion in 2011, so I think it gives a different wrinkle to the featherweights there. Megan Anderson will probably fight Amanda Nunes next to the title. We just haven't scheduled a date yet for Nunes. She, of course, just got knocked out by Aspen Ladd. So it looks like it's going to be about 2 more months for her to be healthy again. But when she gets healed up, that will be the fight we make for the women's featherweight title. But yeah, as far as that featherweight division, it's a bit of a crapshoot. Really, it's just who is going to be the one to stop Amanda Nunes, if anybody. Of course, the bantamweight champ, the new champ, Aspen Ladd, she'll be taking on probably Juliana Pena, if I had to guess. Which is kind of crazy to think. But, because she did beat Ketlin Ferreira, who was second when she beat her. As far as Yana, I don't know why she's ranked so high, because she also just lost to Ketlin Ferreira, and she lost to Aspen Ladd too, so it's like she's not going to get a title fight anytime soon. Aldana, of course, is coming off of her big win over Jermaine Durandamine. She's also beaten Ketlin Ferreira, but she's also lost as well. So that bantamweight division's a little bit of a crapshoot as well. It's going to be unique to see who kind of pulls out as the next challenger, definitely after Juliana Pena, because there could be so many different ways you go about it. It might be Aldana, probably Aldana if I had to hedge a bet, but that is the bantamweight division. Flyweight title scene, of course, Montana De La Rosa, she's taking on Molly McCann coming up. at the 261 card. Macy Barber is the next challenger. And Erin Blanchfield, I believe she's taking on Caitlin Chikagan. Yeah, so that's a huge fight there in the flyweight scene. I believe Valentina Shevchenko's taking on... I think she's taking on Julian Velasquez. Yes, that's on the ABC card. So we'll see how she does as Velasquez. She's making her debut, so that's a tough debut to take on a former flyweight champion and the Bullet herself, and Valentina Shevchenko. And yeah, I mean, another division that is pretty wide open with talent. You know, Montana De La Rosa, Macy Barber, Molly McCann, Erin Blanchfield, even Valentina Shevchenko, even somebody like a Kana Watanabe or a Mackenzie Dern, or even somebody that's not even ranked right now in the flyweight division, might even potentially jump up and be a champion before it's all said and done. Just that division is deep for sure. In the strawweight women's division here, as far as Zhang Wei Li, she is taking on Claudia Gaudella, as far as that's happening in May. So that's coming up on the horizon. So Thug Rose, she's probably gonna get the next title fight against, as far as whoever wins that fight. Then for Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she's probably gonna take on Luana. We might have her jump up to flyweight. We might. I feel like that would kind of fit her more anyways. She's, of course, the Zhang Wei Li fight, the first time, we obviously in real life is one of the greatest fights of all time. But she has fought, some flyweight champs before. She obviously lost to Shevchenko. And, but yeah, I think going for a flyweight belt will probably make a lot of sense for her, potentially. And because there's so many young challengers there as well. So I think that'd be something exciting for her to do. But, yeah, Jessica Andrade, of course, Miss Yan, and Luana Pinheiro, as far as 4-0 and 5-0 in the UFC. They're on a bit of a tear. Coming up, Carla Esparza's 12th. Brandon Marcos, of course, now taking on Electrica Rosso. So she actually gets a fight that's a little less competitive on the, at least on the ranking side of things, but that's definitely fucked up because Courtney Casey has a losing record in the UFC, so I would say she should not be ranked so high. But that's just me. And that is the rankings. So yeah, we went through all that. And now we can go into the card. Iaquinta, Marbek, Taisumov, as far as Krzysztof Jotko and Kevin Holland, John Phillips and Gokhan Saki. That's going to be a fun fight. Martina Shecic as against Ashley Evans Smith as a 135 bout on the women's side of things. And Adam Wazurk and Sumana Siesi? That's definitely not it because it's French. As far as that is going to be a fun one. As Adam Wazurk is the favorite going into that fight as the Polish heavyweight, the debutee. Sumana, we'll see how he does in that one, as far as Martina Shech and the Rebel Girl, Ashley Evans Smith, another UFC debutee, as far as the Polish native. At 35 years old, making her debut in the UFC, that's a bit of a jump, but she is the favorite in her fight, so we'll see how that plays out. Gokhan Saki and John Phillips, fun fight here. Kickboxer versus boxer. Wales versus the Netherlands, a Dutch kickboxer looking to get a win here. It's crazy Gokhan Saki got knocked out by Darko Stosic, but that was a very, very fun fight. And we give him another stand-up guy as well, and John Phillips. It's going to be a fun one. Anytime we can have a kickboxer versus boxer, it ought to be a fun one. And Gokhan Saki is the favorite, too, so we'll see how that plays out. Co-main event, though, Kevin Holland and Krzysztof Jotko. Holland is the favorite. Man he'll fight anywhere, anytime, any place. And so far as here in the save, it has not gone swimmingly for him. He did beat Bruno Silva, but he lost to Brandon Tavares, got knocked out in the first round. His first fight since then. His fights haven't went out in the first round in this save. We'll see if that trend continues. As for Krzysztof Jotko, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. Lost to Sean Strickland and Darren Till, both finishes. It's not looking good for him. It might be a potential 3-fight losing streak for him, but he can get the win here in his native homeland as well. So we'll see if the hometown crowd can kind of hype him up there. As the underdog, though, it's going to be tough. And then Iaquinta versus the Austrian Marbek Becken Taisumov. As far as Taisumov from Tiger Muay Thai, looking for his 30th win in his career, looking for his 10th win in the UFC, and to beat somebody like Iaquinta as far as Marlbeck. He looked great against Islam. I mean, destroyed him. And he's looking like a top contender for sure with that performance. For Iaquinta, he beat Alexander Hernandez, but other than that, obviously all these fights happened pre-save. He did beat Kevin Lee, though, which is kind of crazy to think about now that Kevin Lee's fighting for a belt. But he's beaten Jorge Masvidal. He's beaten Joe Lozon. He's beaten Diego Sanchez. He's beaten kind of the yesteryears. Oh, he beat Kevin Lee twice, actually, so that's kind of crazy. But also, Cowboy lost to Dan Hooker and Khabib. Nurmagomedov as well. Of course, the tough finale with Chiesa as well. But this is a fun fight, though. Fun fight, trained in the Matt Serra. He's going to use his wrestling the most he can, but Marlbeck, if he gets him in the clinch, might be game over for him. As far as Gregory Zui, as far as against Josh Fremd, it was Josh Fremd. He was supposed to fight. What was it? I believe, yeah, he had the cracked tailbone back in November. He was going to fight, I believe, on the December card that was happening in New York. That got changed, and now he's fighting in Poland against a boxer too. But he is the boxer versus kickboxer, fun fight there. He is the favorite going into this one. But Sui, I mean, he has fought a bit of a who's who. He fought Alex Pereira, which is tough. He didn't get finished by him, which is crazy. And then he had a crazy comeback of a Young Home Park, beat up the Iron Turtle, and we'll see how he does in this one. It's going to be an interesting fight, though, for him against Josh Fremd, who is making his debut finally here in the save. Brock Weaver and Bartosz Fabinski as the Judo Poland native, taking on Brock Weaver, who lost in his debut fight in the UFC. It's a heavy underdog in this one, too, as, yeah, he's got a judo background, but for him, as far as he fought Takashi Sato, which is a tough fight, but he got finished right before the end of the round, fighting in his home native land of Poland, so I would think he's got the backing of the crowd behind him as well. I don't think he's going to want to lose this one. Both guys looking for their 15th win, though. Should be an interesting one. And then Abdel Romain Giral, the French Greco-Roman wrestler, taking on Marcin Korki. Oh my god, I'm terrible with the Polish names. I'm sorry, Poland. As Abdel is the heavy favorite in this one, which is no surprise because he is an absolute maniac in there. With a Middle Eastern background, but as far as in France, got a couple of wins. He's been fighting with EFC, I believe that's... he's gotten a couple of great fights along the way. Basically, just been fighting in South Africa for last year. But a middleweight wrestler like that, it's going to be interesting to see how he does against another grappler, though, who lost in his debut against Dusko Todorovic. Of course, that was at the UFC on ABC card. That was in Japan. Lost to a triangle in the first round, triangle armbar. So we'll see how he does this time around. Another wrestler, though, another grappler. It's going to be tough for him. As Sergej Kisik, the Polish tank, taking on Marko Radikovic as far as the Serbian headhunter. Doesn't have a team. Of course, had a drug test failure in his fight against Young Ho Park, which he did beat Young Ho Park. But he had recreational drugs, so it's not like he was using PED, so it's like, let's kind of give him a fucking pass here. But he looked really good in that fight. But Cesar Kesik, though, he's been getting a lot of wins in KSW, which is pretty big, especially Tony Giles. That's a huge win. Had a fantastic fight, too. Knocked him out. A couple of elbow knockouts, so that's exciting. He's going to be a problem, for sure, if he can be able to land those type of elbows with that type of force in this division. Both guys, though, as far as looking to get their first win in the UFC tonight. At least this one, hopefully, will stand for Radovic if he gets the win. And then, Cesar Almeida and Kamil Dogoritsky, as far as the tough season participant. He lost to Nick Maximov at the Japan card back in December, which that was a fantastic fight. We'll see what he does against Cesar Almeida, making his debut, kickboxer versus wrestler. It could go either way. It's a bit of a toss-up, but both guys looking to make their wins, their first win of their careers, and for Cesar Almeida looking to debut with a win. But yeah, a lot of debutees happening. This is a fight night that's definitely for the Polish people. And all those prelim fights, all middleweight fights too. So that's just kind of crazy to think of it like that. But Iaquinta and Marbek, Bekin, Taisumov, as far as both fighters are, of course, top 10 lightweights. It'll be a tough one. Iaquinta is the favorite, but there is one backer in Marbek with Carl. But that's going to be a tough fight. Iaquinta is 0-1 against other members of Tiger Muay Thai too. But this is the fourth time Iaquinta's made an event for the UFC. I think from Marbek, I believe this is his first time. So yeah, that's huge. We'll see how he does. Christoph Jocko and Kevin Holland, both American top teammates there, as Holland ranked 13th, Jocko ranked 18th, so someone at least fighting in the top 15. Holland heavy favorite there. Could be a fun fight. Could be a fun fight there. Gokhan Saki and John Phillips, the Welsh wrecking machine, has his hands full against Gokhan Saki, especially with a significant weight advantage too. He's going to be looking to knock somebody the fuck out. As Martina Cecic, as far as she's taking on, of course, Ashley Evans-Smith, the Rebel Girl, as Cecic is the lower-ranked fighter, but she's the favorite in this one. The Blurcat staff picks. Adam Wazirk taking on Zumana Alcatraz. I like that. I like the nickname Alcatraz, so that kind of rolled. As Zumana is making his debut, of course. Adam hasn't won since April 2018. He is the favorite, though. We'll see how that fights out, as Friend has a 6-inch reach advantage over the Polish middleweight, as Sweet, though, he's got a tough go. He's fought some tough guys, though. I mean, you fought Alex Pereira in your first fight. You're up for the challenge. And then Fabrinsky taking on Brock Weaver, as, it hasn't won since July of 2018, but I think that's going to change here tonight, as he is the heavy favorite, unless Brock Weaver has a upset in his midst. I just don't see it happening, though. We'll see. As Abdel Silverback, Rahman Drawley, as far as Dry, I believe is how you pronounce it. I don't know. We'll just call him Abdel. As far as, Marcin Crocus, Horky, as far as he is the underdog of this fight, for sure, as far as Abdel looking to get a big, massive debut with a huge win on the prelim. And then Cesar Sek against Marko Radovic, as, the Polish tank, though, looking to get a big win in his homeland. And then the final prelim, and a very, very close fight, at least on the Blurcat stat picks, 4-3, with Camille, the slight favorite. Cesar Almeida, though, significant weight advantage. He's coming in, making his UFC debut, but it's a tough fight, though. Kickboxer versus, I would say, more of a grappler and wrestler. Both guys pretty big, though, for middleweight, 6'1", 6'2". Rosenthal's a referee. Cage-side judges there. As Cesar is, again, significantly bigger than Camille is, so we'll see how this fight plays out, though. But, of course, Camille, hometown boy, looking to get the win and looking to start off this Polish, fight card with a Polish win. A engage here as misses the big right hand. Here comes Cesar with a counter kick to the lead leg. Counter left doesn't connect. It's Camille now. There's a jab and a head kick. Oh boy, Camille's down. Oh wow, that would have been it. As he somehow regained composure, somehow kept him up against the cage and back underway. Jab hits him with the right to the side of the ribs now. Halfway through the round, left jab, right hook's blocked rather, left jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. Cesar Almeida's looking pretty good with the striking so far. He figured that from the kickboxer. Jab hits him with the body, right hook to the body. Left hand exchange from Camille. Now there's a straight right hand from Cesar. Fires off counter jab to connect, and there's another sick right head kick. This time knocks him out cold. Tough break there for Camille, but a hell of a performance from Cesar Almeida. Yeah, I think Camille, I just don't think he's got it, unfortunately, because that was a close betting line, but it's kickboxer versus grappler, and he just couldn't get close to him. He just got fucked up. Tough break there as Cesar Almeida making his debut with a big splash with a head kick. Knockout victory in the first round. Gotta love that. Name checks all of his sponsors and thanks all of his fans who came out to support him. It's the Polish tank against the headhunter. We'll see how this one plays out. Josh Rosenthal back out there. Cage-side judges again. See now if we'll get the Polish win here as they come together now. Radovic throws a leg kick, but doesn't make contact, and that's a right hand from the Polish tank. As now Radovic comes forward. Keswick with a counter left hand from Radovic, but Keswick avoids it. The low kick that's set up. Radovic is in the pocket. 1-2. Radovic fails to land it though. Pair of jabs from Keswick. It's a leg kick now after the jab fails to land for Radovic. And now Keswick's looking to step in. Radovic now looking to get more aggressive. But Keswick was more aggressive though. He's pushing the pace a little bit. There's a right hand. Trying to get some grappling now. Catches him with the right hook, does Keswick. Got him in a clinch. Got him against the cage. Oh boy, gotta smother him now. Radovic not liking this. I was hoping he would try to stay boxing and maybe potentially try to go for a takedown, but he's just going to keep him against the cage. Luckily, they're going to separate him. Radovic's corner trying to urge him on. Yeah, Radovic trying to get some close quarter grappling going, but that's not happening now. Radovic unfortunately wins the round. I was really hoping Cesar was going to win it. He landed a good bit, but just not enough, unfortunately. They come together an over and under. Radovic looking to get him back against the cage. Hard stomp now. I mean, at least try and go for a takedown. Man, now it looks pretty gassed already. Grueling grappling contest. Hopefully they separate them. Oh, they got out of it. Never mind, it did. As far as Keswick wrestles back, so now they escape, and now there's a jab and a straight right from Keswick. Jab is wide from Keswick, lands the right hand to the body. But Radovic again wrestles with him, got him against the cage again. Brutal. Radovic is very, very tired. That's the end of the round. They're going to give that round to him as well. Keswick needs a finish at this rate. There's a straight right hand. There's a couple of weak left hands that barely register for Radovic. Jab hits home, and he hits him with a right hook. Two left hands with a straight right. He's landing a lot of shots now, but he's starting to get tired. There's a left hand and a straight right, and there's a gash above the eye. Tired looking Radovic goes for a takedown finally, but he's not going to get it, but he's going to get him against the cage, and that's what he wanted. And now that he wrestles out of it, thank God. This is Cesar's round. But I don't think this will be enough. Radovic with a quick left straight right. At least he does that. Takedown attempt from Keswick. Doesn't get him though. Got him against the cage. And now looking for a takedown. He finally gets a takedown. Wow, Keswick probably should have done that. Maybe a lot more in this fight. That one that he's going to look back on and really regret. Because he's probably going to lose a 29-28. Yep. That's tough. That is tough because he has the skills to get that win. Just a terrible game plan in that first round. Pretty bad. But what an upset. Tough break for Cesar. Keswick, though, I mean, he looked good. He was fucking him up on striking. He was actually taking him down. You hate to see a guy like kind of stall and get a win like that for Radovic, but he does at least get a win back after testing positive for recreational drugs, so it's kind of like a give and take, I guess, from that regard. But it says it's a tough fight and gives a show respect to his opponent, as he also thanks all of his sponsors for backing him, also thanks his family, friends, and supporters. On our next fight, will we finally get a Polish person to win? My God, as France versus Poland in this one, as our cage-side judges, Oz Marcin gets a good reaction here from the fans, and there's, of course, fighting from a home crowd. Here we go. They stand and trade shots. Neither fighter can really land anything, though. Well, maybe someone finally lands something. Oh, there's a jab and a right cross from Abdel. Left jab and a right cross from Marcin. Is now Abdel now with a couple of jabs on the right hand. As now Marcin now pressuring him now. Two kind of left hands from Abdel. 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Oh boy, neither fighter again can land anything. There we go. There's Marcin with a great takedown. How about that? Took him down. Oh, look for an arm triangle. Oh boy. Nope. Went for the triangle, couldn't get it. Looking for it again. I think it's blocked again. Liking the submissions on the bottom, though. But, yeah, it looks like they're going to leave it to Marcin. Yeah, it was tough. He landed more strikes. He got the takedown. But I will say, at least Abdel was going for submissions. So at least he had that. But not bad. Not bad. Hey, listen, the Polish man, is up after one round. Two kind of left hands from Abdel. 1-2 doesn't land either blow. Does Marcin. Man, Abdel's looking pretty good striking, though. Misses the right hook. Oh, slips past the right hook, rather, excuse me, with a quick left jab And a right cross that just misses, though. And there's 2 jabs on the right cross. The striking has been nice. Can't get him down this time. He's got him against the cage. And now he's probably going to take him down. Yep. Got him. Oh, he's on it. He's backed up against the cage. So now he's in a pretty dominant position, is Marcin. Oh, can't quite manage it, actually. Never mind. As several frustrated punches to the back. Yeah, they're not doing damage. He just landed to land him at this rate. And he's trying to get better position. Still can't get mount. They're in a bit of a stalemate by the looks of it. Now they're in side control. It's Marcin, and now he's trying to pull guard. Not happening now. And that's another round for the Polish man. So Marcin is looking the Krakus. We're going to get us big win here tonight. Jab is wide, hits him with a straight right. Now there's a small gash underneath the eye, though. Now he's got a chance to grab him into a clinch, trip takedown. Wow, he got him. Beautiful stuff from Marcin. He's looked really, really good. Leans back to avoid a couple of wild swings from Abdel. Clinging very tight to this one as he tries to pull him in close, peppering with short strikes. Not happening now. Wow, Abdel is going to get 30-27 in his debut. That is a tough way to start it off, especially as a heavy favorite like this. And it looks like he's finally got some separation, but it's too slow, gets caught in side control. Now he's got some several shots have stung him now to end out the round. He gives up his back. And your winner, 30-27, should have been. I don't know why someone gave him one of those rounds. That's kind of crazy. Marcin Krakus Gork, as far as what a win. Huge upset. Celebrates. Finally, we see a Polish man win tonight. And what a huge win that was. As he thanks all of his sponsors, all of his fans, he says he knows that that result is a shock, but it shows what can happen if you believe in yourself. How about that? As a little, believe, achieve, and all that fun jazz. As another bout here, another middleweight bout. Bartosz Verbinski taking on Brock Weaver. As we'll see how Verbinski can do, if he can get his 15th victory, or if Brock Weaver will get his 15th victory, and we'll see another huge upset tonight. Okay, judges, that's Verbinski. Frantic home crowd. Here we go. They get him in closer, looking to open up an attack. Jab lands. Nothing but there on the big right. Verbinski's trying to get in close, but Weaver's not letting that happen. Nice right hook there. Oh, cut him up underneath the eye, too. That's a good shot. As, again, Weaver's doing a good job of keeping it close. 2 punches, but Verbinski avoids it. But he gets a good takedown here. Beautiful stuff. Gets the takedown. Oh, he's got to seated him up against the cage here. Around the waist here. Trying to get on his back now. Oh, not getting mount. Blocks the sweep. Pounds away now. Looking for a guillotine. Weaver defends that well, though. Pounds away now. But I don't think Weaver's going to get finished here. Yeah, they're going to stand him up, which is kind of crazy. And Verbinski's like, no, we're going right back down. Another takedown. Kind of crazy, the wrestling takedowns from Verbinski being a Judokan. Thought he'd maybe clinch him up and trip him, but he's looked pretty good so far. Obviously, the heavy favorite has been evident, but he did get cut in that round. And now Verbinski's like, listen, he cannot stop these takedowns. I'm going right back to it. Maybe we'll get a finish. Probably not, though. Blocks him to sweep. Looking for Kimura, though. Oh, there we go. Went for it. But Weaver stopped it. About a minute 30 left. Herbine's going to stand him up, and Verbinski says, nope, we're going right back down. Another waist lock here. Some more right hands. This has just been all Verbinski so far. I mean, yeah, Brock Weaver has looked pretty abysmal besides that one punch that cut him. Another takedown. I mean, at this point, it's almost comical. Does Brock Weaver not see it coming? Oh, the sweep actually kind of worked. As it unbalances him, so now there's a scramble. But he ends up just coming out on top anyway. So even when he does do something good, he still misses it. But Verbinski tries to go for the cut here with an elbow, but missed it. Pounds away, unable to land any clean shots. Trying to still pound away. Oh, he's got side control now. Can Verbinski try and finish him? Oh, takes his back now as Weaver's trying to sweep him. Rear naked choke, not happening though. Couldn't get the finish, but landed probably a good bit of strikes. I'd say about 40-50 strikes. 30-27 for Verbinski. Oh, 83, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty tough. That was definitely a one-sided affair. It is 15th victory, though, for Bartosz Verbinski. Thanks everyone to the WCA. Fight Team is very responsive to all of his friends, family, and supporters as well. As our prelim main event. As Gregory Zui against Josh Fremd as 14-5, the boxer versus kickboxing bout. It's going to be a fun one. Going to be a fun one, but man, 5'11 to 6'4, Fremd's got the reach advantage. He's going to be a problem. Cage side judges. Zui's got a good reaction from the fans. There's the Polish native. We'll see how he does. They come together. There's a 1-2 from Zui, but there's also a 1-2 from Fremd, and he's got him up. Underneath the eye is Fremd. That is tough. So Gregory's tough. He's fought Alex Pereira and didn't get finished, and he got fucked up that fight. There's a quick left straight right. There's a left hook from Fremd. Engage in the center. Some great boxing here from Zui. A 4-punch combination. Fremd, though, with a 2-punch combination. Quick left straight right. Those guys are swinging and hitting for sure. Zui misses the right hook. It's kind of the left jab and a right hook that's stuck, though. Fremd hits the left jab. That's going to make contact on the right hand. There's a left, straight right there. Nice 1-2. Left hook from both men now. Irene's looking to check on the cut, not a fight ender. Good thing. Back underway. Here we go. They move in. Touches the right hand, counterattacks the leg kick. Off target with a jab connects to the right hand. 1-2 from Zui. Now there's some instructions from the corner now. 1-2 again. Oh, there's a great right hook. Off target with a couple of jabs, though. Misses the jab, hits the right cross. My God. 5 punches here from Zui. Just a crazy first round. That was a tough round. I'm surprised they're going to give it to Fremd. I would have gave it to Gregory for me, but that's just me. And here's the start of second. Zui lands a quick punch. Went for the leg kick, though, but it's off target. Oh, no, he hits it. Never mind. But Fremd's is off target with the left jab, but he lands the left round kick to the body. 1-2 from Zui again. Quick left straight right. Good right hand from Fremd. They meet in the center again. Body kick, counters the jab, left hook to the side of the body. Pairs that away. Does the pairs away the body kick, counters the jab, and a left hook to the side of the body. Left hand from Zui. Now left jab also with a kick to the lead leg. So Fremd's looking pretty good this round, but so is Zui though. And then again, left jab, right cross. Left jab and a clean right hand from Fremd now. Oh my God. Leg kick misses. Or counters the leg kick rather. A sequence of jabs followed by a right cross that just misses. Zui's getting tired. Oh, here comes a wicked right uppercut, though, from Josh Fremd and knocks him down. That is tough. Is he going to finish him here in the second? He does. Tough loss for Gregory. He looked great, but just a tough opponent for sure in Josh Fremd. He put up a hell of a fight, though. It was kill or be killed in that scenario there, but he went up as far as Abu Azatari, as far as his next fight. So we'll see if we can make that happen. It's a name check that went out Long Island MMA All-Star. Sponsors all of his friends, family, and supporters as well. So Josh Fremd looking good as our opening contest on the main card. Adam Wazirk against Sumana Alcatraz. So see, as far as Mark Goddard's the referee, cage-side judges here. Yeah, giving up about 15 pounds. Oh wow, it says they're giving up at least 30. That is crazy. Sumana at 5'11", 275. No, there's no fucking way. That's nuts. We'll see how the Polish heavyweight can do, though. They engage. Counters right in, misses. Counters right in with a jab rather than the right cross that just misses. Tries to hit a jab, misses. Left jab, avoids the big right. Exchange of strikes, nothing really comes of it, though. They come together and engage. Jab, right hand blocked. Left jab, right cross. Exchange of strikes, relatively close range. Nothing really lands, though. Connects with a nice jab, then catches Susie with a right hook. Left hand off the counter. 1-2. Not happened, though. Comes in willing to take some hits. Gets close enough to grapple. Left jab. Sissy avoids the big right. Sees the chance and grabs Berserk into a clinch. Got him against the cage. Got him against the cage now. Oh boy, looking for a sweep. Beautiful stuff from Zumana. Superb outside leg trip. Exactly what he needed to end out that round. And he probably won the round off of that. So it's a great first round for him. See what he does with Wazorek, rather, as moves forward. But he's trying to pressure him, but counter left hand from Zumana. 1-2, but Zumana was equal to it. Going to get in close. Looking for a shootout. But as far as Adam was, somebody took the initiative. And now there's a punch. Zumana was equal to it. Meet in the center. Flurry of activity. Neither fighter really landed anything, though, unfortunately. There's a left jab that misses, but doesn't connect on the right hand either. Boy, this is heavyweight MMA for you. If it goes past the first round, it's a little tough. But Adam with a 1-2. Well, no. Zumana can't get the takedown, but he's probably got him against the cage. Does so. Using his wrestling to prevent the dirty boxing now. Who's going to keep him against the cage here? There's a knee to the ribs. maybe go for a takedown, but no, Marcotta's going to separate him, and then we're back to the center. There's a right hand from Adam. Zumana glances at the clock, thought maybe he's going to go for something big. He does. He goes for the big right hand, but it's off balance, and now Adam is with attacking with a jab and a right hook that's ducked. Rolls the shoulders to relieve a little tension that's built up, then moves forward. 10-9 for Zumana. Tough break there. Yeah, and Adam needs to finish by this one. As Adam comes forward, the two fighters start to trade blows. Man, Zumana defends them, all those well. Nice jab from him, but and also hits a straight right as well. Counter left hands to connect though from Zumana. Two-punch combination, but Zumana avoids both of them. Adam's breathing pretty hard. Couple punches, doesn't hit either of them though. Here comes a right cross that's countered from Adam. It's a quick left jab and a right hook to avoid the last possible second. Hand to set up strikes, hits the body kick though. Left hand from Zumana. Nice jab and a straight right. Man, they're looking shattered here, clenching up. Trying to get him against the cage, not happening though. Zumana tries to take him down. It's another successful takedown. The takedowns are what saved him here. But scramble. Oh my. It's up first and he's going to go right back down. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, Zumana's going to be tough. He's going to be tough. For a boxer to have that type of wrestling, that's pretty impressive. Oh, 29-28. What in the world? Well, they gave him one round. But yeah, not the greatest of starts for the main card. But Zumana, another upset. And he gets his win in his debut, too. So that is great. As he thinks I'm connected to MMA Spirit Officer, sponsored all of his friends and family and supporters. As, yeah, he looked good. Looked good out there as Montana Chich against Ashley Evans Smith. As we're actually going to take a swig for the working man before we get this one, because my voice is killing me. Alrighty. Boy, as it started off fast. 3-punch flurry from Ashley Evans Smith. All of them hit home, too. Hits a straight right hand, too. Now there's a left jab and a right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Boy, Martina Cecic, I mean, her striking is not there by the looks of it. There's a jab and a right cross. Left jab and a straight right. But, oh, well, she couldn't get the takedown, so that's not good. But she's probably going to get this trip. Yep, there it goes. Excellent outside leg trip. She's got her back against the cage, though, still. Look for the choke. Gets caught in the guillotine, but she's not tapping. Oh, boy. Must not have been fully sunk in. Have to let it go before she gasses out her arms. And now, we'll see how Cecic does on top. Don't think it's going to be a lot, but we'll see. It pulls her down. A couple of punches side of the head. Looking to scramble now. Come out on top. On Ashley Evans Smith now. She's turning up facing her now. A couple of punches now. Trying to stand up, but still in the clinch. And she just got her against the cage now. Not a great ending of a round for Ashley Evans Smith. She looked good, though, at the beginning. And she's going to win the round, too. Looks like it. Off of, yeah, I mean, it was tough. She looked really good, though, at the start. But I don't think it was enough. I would probably give it to Martina. But, yeah, it's tough, though. Ashley Evans Smith misses all of her strikes in combination with a kick to the body. And she even gets caught with that last kick. But she doesn't take her down. But she's got her against the cage. Now she trips her. Got her back, got both hooks in, that's it. Beautiful stuff for Martina Cecic. That's a great win for her in her debut, 6-0-1, and Ashley Evans Smith is 7-6 and has lost her last two. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. But to beat a 13th ranked flyweight like that in your debut, pretty telling. Pretty telling. As, yeah, she thanks everyone connected to Pancrase Gym in Sweden, all of her very sponsors, all of her friends, family, supporters, and she's happy to have won her debut, and she's very happy to be here. And, yeah, just good stuff here. Good stuff there. John Phillips, the Welsh wrecking machine against the rebel, Gokhan Saki. Even though he's got a losing record, this man has beaten a bit of a who's who in kickboxing. He is a legend for sure. He's taking on somebody like John Phillips, who has a lot of experience in MMA, though, is going to be pretty telling. But he is the favorite. So we'll see. As the cage side judges, both fighters came in the same weight as yesterday's weigh-in, but Saki clears a significant weight advantage now. Both fighters moving to engage. The jab doesn't hit on the right hand. There's the left jab, a stinging right head kick, and that's probably going to be it. Oh, yep. Rocked him. Doesn't finish him, though. Tries to go for the Muay Thai clinch. Oh, boy. Can't get free of it. And there's a vicious knee right on the jaw. My God. What a savage. Gokhan Saki gets your win in a minute 20. We knew that was going to be a violent affair, and it lived up to that billing. Boy, oh boy, what a win for Gokhan Saki. Go main event. Krzysztof Jotko, Kevin Holland. As far as Holland, nice minus 300 favorite. Herb Dean's referee, cage side judges here, both American Top Team teammates. But Jotko is the hometown fighter, so we'll see what he can do. As far as our last Polish fighter, also of the night. But there's a right jab doesn't connect, but he lands a left hook. Left hook from Holland. 1-2 from Jotko. Holland misses the right cross. Here comes a counter. Jotko with a left cross. Misses the body with a left kick. Jotko now 3-punch combinations into the left cross. Oh, he knocked him down. Oh boy, look at the finish him. Big lefts. A couple of powerful shots down. Look for the arm triangle. That was an interesting strategy. Probably should have kept striking away. But he is up on top with a knockdown. And Jotko is going to be looking to get a Kimura here. Nope, not happening. Blocks him now, trying to pound away. But yeah, definitely won that round. Good stuff from Krzysztof Jotko. Holland now. Finishing the strike exchanges, 2 right hands on the counter. Jab is white to the big right hand. Left hand from Holland. Oh boy, beautiful left uppercut rather from Kevin Holland. And oh my god, he collapsed him. Oh, it was Jotko. Never mind. Then he hits him. Oh my god, it was Jotko who hit it. What a win for Krzysztof Jotko. Big upset for the Polish native. Knocking somebody out in a hell of a fight, too. He looked really, really good, especially for a plus 230 underdog. He looked like he was the better fighter. And, I mean, he pretty much knocked him down the first round, knocked him out in the second. Looked great. Great stuff. Tough break for Kevin Holland, though, as he praises his team, American Top Team, his various sponsors, all the fans who came and support him. Says he has all respect for Kevin Holland and praises his toughness. It's our main event. Raging Iaquinta taking on Marabek Bakan Taisumov. As far as the Austrian looking to get his 30th win for Iaquinta, looking to get his 16th victory. Cage side judges here. Taisumov may have weighed in the same as Iaquinta yesterday, but it's clear it's got a stiffer weight range now, which is no surprise because that motherfucker is a menace in there. Taisumov success, a couple of right hook counters with a couple of jabs are followed by a low kick doesn't connect though. It's all about who gets that first takedown. It looks like it's going to be Iaquinta, and that's exactly what he needed. And this is going to be a tough fight though. It's 5 rounds, so this is going to be a grueling affair for both guys. Oh boy, expose the back now. He's got his back. One for the rear naked choke. If he gets both hooks in, it's over. Pounds away with right hands. Tries to cover up. Only manages to get a couple through. Oh, he didn't even need the both hooks in. He still got him. What a win for Iaquinta. Boy, Marabek Taisumov, what the fuck happened there, buddy? That is crazy. To lose like that is pretty telling. But Iaquinta gets an injective win at Sierra Longo to Sarah, rather, at Sarah. Jesus. Sarah Longo Fight Team, all his favorite sponsors, all of his friends, famous supporters. What a big win for Iaquinta, though. Yeah, we'll definitely want to give him a top 5 guy. That main card really delivered. Actually, the whole card did. For the most part, there was a bit of a stretch there. It was kind of interesting that they were going the distance, but they were still good to great fights for the most part. Good stuff. Good stuff there. Huh? Still increased our popularity in some places, increased in others. Bit of a wash. But yeah, definitely performance bonus for Jotko, Quinta, and Cecic as well. And also for Zumana. Why not? Now, probably, actually... I was trying to think. Yeah, let's give one to the Kraken. He had a big upset. Why not? They still made $1 million. Iaquinta with a cool 160. Gokhan Saki 95,000. Marabek 92,000. Jotko now 70K. Martina with 54K. Samana 52K. A lot of those bonuses really paid off for the talent. Yeah, we didn't make a lot off the gate. Luckily, the subscription service, really, we paid off the fighters with the gate and the sponsorship. We covered the drug testing with the merchandise, and then we covered a little bit of the production with the ads and subscriptions, and we kept the rest. So it was good stuff. Not a bad fight night. Not a bad fight night at all, especially when you get to go to a foreign place and a place we haven't been to before. It's always nice to do stuff like that, especially giving guys a chance to fight from a hometown. Pretty awesome for them. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time as we end out the month of April with a bit of a banger, as Rado Lobo is not happy with some of our stuff. Tough break, as we have our pay-per-view. Kevin Lee, Conor McGregor, UFC 261. Gonna be a banger, and I cannot wait for it. As far as that title fight, of course, and then also Molly McCann, Montana De La Rosa, Yair Rosenstrike, Cyril Gane, Pantoja, and Figgy as well, and Brad Tavares and Marc-Andre Barriot, which that should be a fun middleweight fight. Prelims, too. Alexa Grasso, Randa Marcos, Paul Craig, and Thiago Santos fighting it out. Gunnar Nelson and Walery Alves as well, and Nick Lent and Alan Patrick. Rob Font on the prelim. It's a pretty stacked card, to be honest, and that's going to be a fun one, as we will catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.